dog. I mean, I feel like our energy right now is only gonna go down at 7:10. I don't think we're getting. I
It's
think
a
we just
late
jump
night
right in.
episode, 7:10 p.m.
Late night.
It's
You know what I hate?
episode what?
I hate doing it this late because you can see what I'm looking at on my screen. You literally just see what's going on. I'm like, I feel so exposed.
This is where we expose you for how much porn you're watching, actually.
Do you ever look into people's windows when you're walking around? Like you walk by someone's house, you like look in,
Yeah,
you
of
like see what they're
course.
doing on TV. I love that shit, bro. Like the way my apartment complex is set up, there's like a courtyard in the middle, right? And so you have like all the windows. I can like see into like everyone's fucking apartment, bro. Like you can identify all like the fucking gamers immediately because they have like degenerate setups like me. Like you could see like I have the double monitors, I have the fucking adjustable desk, I have this fucking mic over here. Like you instantly can tell like all the other degenerates in the complex. I
Let me tell
fucking
you
love it.
something. I'm doing that so much that I get like self-conscious about it, and I like I make sure my blinds are always closed.
Oh, really? Oh, see,
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I mean, as you could see, I'm just full blinds open, walking around in my fucking underwear, looking full degenerate. Like, not only am I full degenerate with my blinds open, but my setup is literally just facing the window. Just straight up, like anytime I'm on Discord, I'm playing video game. It's 2 in the afternoon, and I'm on my third league game of the day. Everyone fucking knows, dude.
When you were a kid, did you ever
Yeah.
like I deliberately would set up my room so that my monitors are like facing away from the door so that my parents like couldn't immediately see what I was doing when they came in. And then if they like came in and I was playing like Combat Arms or something, I just like tab out real fast and have like a Word document with homework open.
I had a computer room. I had a computer room with the computer that I shared with my sister. So she
Damn,
had like a
brother.
laptop. She was in like the middle of the room with a laptop, and then of course I had the my computer was facing the wall that the door was on, like you said. So like
Yeah.
you had to like walk in and like turn around to see the screen. You know what I mean? But I didn't spend a like. Did you spend a lot of time growing up in your room? I didn't spend shit time in my room
Well,
really.
my computer was in my room, so yeah, I spent a
Yeah.
fair bit
Okay.
of time in my room.
Yeah. No, I spent like most of my adolescence. I spent like just hanging out with my sister, either like in the computer room or like I guess you didn't have a fucking TV. You said right. So,
We
but like
had
we
a
would just hang out
TV,
in the
we just
living
didn't
room.
have cable.
Yeah. So you would
I was
basically
watching
made it like you had a
VHS. I was
screen.
watching Soviet era cartoons on VHS.
Stop.
I'm not even joking. That was literally what it was.
Other kids come over. They're
Oh
like, "Hey,
no,
let's
they're
watch
not watching TV
Hey,
when
do
they
you have
come over because it's
Jurassic
all in
Park?
Russian. Oh yeah, no shot, no Jurassic Park here, brother.
Hey, you got any cool movies? Nas is like, yeah.
Nope.
Have you seen Russian fucking Baba Yaga? Where,
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. People don't
uh,
realize Baba Yaga's not that big of a deal.
yeah, Baba Yaga, low threat level, huh?
They don't realize that Baba Yaga is actually Baba Yaga.
Who would win in a fight, Baba Yaga or the Grinch?
Oh, Baba Yaga for sure.
Oh,
I mean, bro,
really?
she's a witch. I mean, like
Yeah, but she just has like a house with feet, bro.
yeah, but she's a witch. She flies around on a broom. What does the Grinch
Yeah,
get? The
dude,
Grinch doesn't have any actual
he's
like
like a
magic,
demon. I mean, he's like a demon from another dimension. He's
but he
got
doesn't
fur all
do any
over. He lives
magic.
in like a cave
He's
and
kind of
shit.
like a chump, actually, isn't he? He's got no real skills.
He's good at stealing.
He's good at stealing. Yeah,
He's good at ruining people's day,
he's good at
robbing.
climbing in your windows and snatching all of your shit up.
He has a dog. He takes care of Max.
Yeah, well, Baba Yaga's got a fucking house, a chicken house that
A
she takes
chicken
care
house.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty dope, actually. If
Yeah.
you had to get a farm animal, what would it be?
Um, I don't know.
Just one,
Cows.
though. You
Cows
can't have
seem
a
pretty
farm.
cool.
Cow. Okay.
Yeah. First of all, I mean, you get like milk. Plus, they seem like once you like what you like make like a bond with them. I feel like a lot
Yeah.
of farm animals you don't really form a bond with.
Yeah, I kind of want a goat.
A goat. Goats
You
are
know,
kind of like dicks, though. Have you ever actually like fucked with a goat? Like they're kind of
you
dicks.
say that, but remember Mickey with the wilderness cooking guy? That goat
Yeah.
like loves him, bro.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
could tell
That's
like
true.
that goat like hella fucks with him.
When I was a kid, I went on like this little like trip to Russia, and it was like back in the day when those
What a surprise, yeah.
you know
Where
like
you
those
got
like
all those VHS
it might
tapes.
have been Ukraine too. I don't remember. I was a
Okay.
little kid.
Yeah. Summer, it's all the same.
But
I'm
the
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
do you remember when they had those like I mean it's like not really a thing anymore, but like disposable cameras? You remember disposable
Oh,
cameras?
dude, are you? My mom was the queen of disposable
Oh
cameras.
yeah,
You've no
well
idea. Yeah.
I could see that. So
Yeah.
you know I had one of these disposable cameras, and there was like you know we were out in like the country somewhere, and somebody had like a goat, and I was trying to take a picture of it, and I'm like looking through the viewfinder, and I just see the goat start coming at me while I'm trying to take the picture. I'm pretty sure there's like a picture somewhere of like this goat like charging at me, and I kind of like dodge out. I mean, it doesn't like they don't fuck you up too bad. It's
Yeah.
like it's more just like a nuisance than like
Yeah.
an
Maybe
actual
like a
painful
broken
thing.
rib or something.
No, no, they can't break your rib. I mean, I don't know.
What?
Maybe a little kid actually, but
A
no,
goat with
no.
like horns and shit?
No, dude. I mean, it's not like spearing you. It's just it's its
Yeah.
head. It's just like it hurts. I mean,
I
it'll
think
leave a
they could.
bruise.
I think they
probably.
could break your rib, bro.
I don't know. Maybe if you like lie down and take it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If you just let
Kid
the goat
Stas
have its
wasn't
way
a
with you.
bitch.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I wasn't
I,
letting
I
that
wouldn't
thing
let a
attack
goat
me.
do that
My
to
mom
me.
freaked out though. My mom like saw it and like ran over and was trying to like. I was just kind of like I just got out of the
Yeah.
way. It's you can
You
kind
were,
of like
kinda
divert it
stuck.
really easily. Like if you took it like head on
Yeah.
and like just didn't move, like maybe it could break.
Dude, you're like a
rib.
natural farmer. You were like ready for it. Like the goat came, your instincts kicked in. Your
Dude,
your
it was
Ukrainian
it was
farm
fight or flight,
instincts.
and I was full flight mode. I was just like,
Yeah.
miss me with that.
Fight, flight, or farm. And
Fight,
you were
flight,
like,
or
let's
farm.
go, dude.
Fuck, I was gonna say something at the beginning of this episode. Now I don't remember what it was. It's like true worst podcast to ever do it fashion.
Yeah, well,
here.
I have a great topic on this
Alright.
note. What do you think your ancestors were?
What my ancestors were homeless.
Yeah, like I know my ancestors were just like straight peasant farmer, like bitch at like
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
of the
dude.
barrel. We're talking just the lowest of the low peasants, you know.
I mean, I've got like Ukrainian and Russian heritage. I feel like if we were like rich
Yeah.
Ukrainian or Russians, like that money we'd still be seeing some of that old Russian
Well,
money.
Well, you've said before like you have family from the Mayflower, which
Yeah.
means like your backpack ancestors were like kind of ball, like maybe not like super ballers, but they were like at least adventurous. They were like trying to go. They were like real American OG stock, you know.
I mean that, or they could have just been like broke ass farmers who like scrounged together whatever they could for like a few generations and then like ended up doing okay. I don't think we've ever really had like a boatload of money or anything like that anywhere, but like going
Yeah.
back. I mean, maybe we did. I don't know. If it was
Yeah,
somewhere,
I
it was
think so.
probably like I don't know actually, because it's just like even the people that came over on the Mayflower, it's not like it was like rich people. It was just like a bunch of bozos who like didn't have anything better to do, and they were just
Yeah,
like,
but they
well,
were
life here-
brave, Stas.
They're what?
They formed our country. They formed the backbone,
Oh,
the
yeah,
heart,
whatever,
the
dude.
spirit.
They all died like idiots, most of them anyway. These guys couldn't
Yeah,
even
disease
figure out
and
how to
shit.
just like. They're like, ooh, wintertime. Like they don't have that in Europe. They came over
It's
here. Like, it was like, oh
snowing.
my god, it's snowing. Guess we're all dead. Idiots.
The Native Americans are wearing like loincloths, living
yeah,
in
the Native
teepees, and they're
Americans are like looking
surviving.
at them like, why are they jumping into the ice cold water right now? What are they doing?
Like, they don't even know how to grow corn. What are these fucking idiots?
Dude, I was actually because we were talking about this like I don't know whenever we were talking about it like the Mayflower, and I was like looking up like some of like the history of some of the guys. I'm like one of
Yeah.
the guys was like, yeah, like he went out with like another guy. He like survived, but he's like, yeah, he went out with like another guy for a hunt, and like they tracked this deer for a while, and then they realized that they were completely fucking lost, and it was just like, well, that's not good. And it's like, yeah, and then they were just lost for like
In the forest?
several days until they figured out to like climb to like the top of a hill and see where the ocean was and like go back to the settlement. And then they were like, yeah, they got back into the settlement and they were like dehydrated and dying basically. It's just like what are y'all doing? You didn't think that like once you were like 3 miles into just like chasing this deer, you didn't think like, you know what, like maybe we should turn back. Like we're getting
We've
pretty
never.
far.
We just landed 3
Yeah,
days ago.
exactly.
We have
It's like
no
we've been
idea
here
where
for,
we
like,
are.
3
What are
weeks.
we doing?
Exactly. It's like yeah, like I read about shit like that. I'm like, what are they like? Were they actually just dumb or like?
I mean, yeah. I mean, have you met people who are like completely uneducated before? Imagine then just being like those people, just like
yeah,
you're in charge. Like you have to make sure we survive,
That's
and that's
fair.
that's the person you're relying on.
but then again, but remember like the general level of survival skill would have been like way higher too. I feel like.
Dude, you think that? But remember, we watched. I mean, obviously it's a TV show, 1873 or whatever.
Oh,
But if-
1883.
1883. Dude, how many times have I got that date wrong on the show when
I
I
don't know,
brought it
but
up?
you know what's
I think
crazy?
it's the third time.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Like, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna interject here real quick. I've like
Yeah.
because of 1883, I watched 1899 too, and
Oh, you
every time
watched it? Oh, I gotta
every
watch
time
that, yeah.
somebody brings it up, I forget what it is, and I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what's 18? I'm like, do you mean 1883? And they're like, no, 1899. Because no one's even watched 1883. I feel like compared
Oh,
relative
really?
to 1899. I feel like 1899 is way more popular.
Oh, wait, 1899 is the show on the ship.
Yeah, see, you forgot it too.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
telling
okay.
you, it's
yeah,
like
it
it's
just
like,
got canceled.
it
I was
got
literally just
canceled,
reading
yeah,
it got
exactly,
canceled.
yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm not gonna finish it. I watched like the first few episodes.
No,
but
dude, honestly, don't finish it. It's got a really shitty ending.
Yeah, and, dude, fuck Netflix. I'm gonna get back to what we were talking about earlier, but
Yeah,
honestly,
go
just
back.
fuck Netflix and canceling all this shit. They make awful show. Every awful show gets renewed, and then every fucking good show gets canceled. Like, can you guys actually just go fuck yourselves? Like,
Yeah, actually,
honestly, it's the
remember
fucking
what you were
worst.
gonna go back to because I have more input on this. There's like this show on Netflix where they do like you know how like HGTV does like the like remodel
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
Netflix has
My
figured out
favorite.
like what a fucking cash cow that is, and they've started making shows like this too. And there's this one show where they do. It's like the whole shtick is like the family doesn't know that they're doing it, and they get like taken out somewhere by like a family friend, and they remodel the whole house in like a single day. And listen to this shit. You want to talk about
Yeah.
just like blowing budget on nonsense? One of the episodes, they're like, shit, like we can't figure out how to get like this special window up to the second floor in like a timely manner. Like we've only got a day. We can't like take super long to do it. And like this like lift doesn't work because these trees. They're like, all right, we're gonna bring it in with a fucking helicopter and airlift this window in and lower it into the house. And
What?
I'm sitting there, I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me? Like, how much money did this just cost to lower a window onto a house? You know, like with a
Yeah,
helicopter.
it's like reverse of like that cheap ass Armenian house flipper guy who's like, how
Yeah.
cheap can I redo this foundation? How many illegal immigrants can I hire?
Dude,
That dude is like the cheapest guy ever.
that's
He's
what
like,
they
what's my
need.
margin? $20 I can make on this $1 million house.
Dude, Netflix
How
needs to
cheap
hire
can I
that
fucking
guy.
go?
That's who Netflix
Yeah.
needs to hire. That guy just needs to be running the whole company because like these guys clearly don't know how to manage a budget to save their goddamn lives. Like I don't even know what this like show's budget is, but like just imagine. I mean like that has to cost like 30,
Dude, how do
40
you even
grand
remodel a
minimum,
house in
right?
a day? That doesn't even make sense
Oh,
to me.
dude,
How
it's
many people
wild.
they have fucking working?
It's like 200 people, bro. They send in like an
That's kind of
army.
sick,
It
actually.
actually is.
I
It
kind
kind
of
of
like
is kind
that.
of cool because
That
of
is
like the
pretty cool.
logistics of it. Like actually,
It's a
funnily
cool
enough,
idea.
my parents are like remodeling their house right now, preparing to sell it, so they're not living
Yeah.
in it. And they went back the other day, and they're like, "Yeah, we came in." And like they were like, yeah, like we just thought like we were just gonna grab some like stuff that we needed and then like get back out. They're like, there was like 35 people in the house, like all working at the same time. Like this contractor that they like that their realtor
Yeah.
recommended, he's got like all 3 floors going at the same time. Like one team's like
That's sick,
spackling,
though.
another team's like doing paint, another team's like breaking down a wall, a fourth team's like ripping up like carpeting to put down a hardwood floor. It's like that's sick. Like good for
Yeah,
them,
that's
like
really
planning
dope,
those
actually.
logistics out like that.
I mean, that's a good contractor, bro.
Dude, it's a sick
Shit.
contractor. It seems like. Anyway, what
Yeah,
were
we
you
got to
saying
get him
before?
on the
What the hell
Netflix.
were we talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
We got
Honestly, just a
sidetracked
full
heavy
throwback.
there.
Yeah, in 1883,
Oh yeah, that's right.
the actual show. Like this must have been somewhat realistic. They must be pulling something from records of just how fucking incompetent and dumb these German ass immigrants were, bro. I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen the show, I mean, think of anything that could go wrong that, like, logically you would be like, oh, look, it's a snake. I probably shouldn't just go fuck with it. I've never seen a snake in my life. Like, you know what's actually crazy about that scene where the snake's just fucking murdering them?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, every like even if you don't know anything about history, biology, anything like that, like bro, even in the fucking Bible, which is probably the only thing you know in your fucking life, the snake is like the most fucking dangerous fucking bullshit thing ever, dog. Like stay away. Like,
I mean,
what
the
the
things
fuck?
you're describing is like why I don't that kind of
Let's-
actually annoyed
Let's
me in
drink
the
the
show because
stagnant,
I was
dirty
like,
water.
yeah, I was like, I don't think like I actually like I didn't really buy that part of it. Like
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like nobody like you wouldn't have done that in Europe either. You know, it's not like Europe doesn't have dirty water. Like you were drinking
Yeah.
dirty water in Europe too, and you were just like fine. Like no, like you could get like dysentery and shit from any kind of dirty ass water. Like it's not like
Yeah.
unique to the U.S. Like and the snake too. I agree. It's just like it's a snake. Like why are you fucking with a snake? Like everybody knows not to fuck with a snake. That's not like some like I feel like if anything, people now would be dumber about it because we're so much more sheltered. Like you never see a snake, whereas like they were
And it
definitely
like
seeing snakes.
anthropomorphized
Like
everything.
like
Yeah.
you work in a field all day. Like even in Europe, there's snakes. Like fine, maybe they're not poisonous, but you're still not just gonna like walk up to it and just start like fucking with it until it bites you. You know, like I don't know. I
There
didn't
was
really
tons
buy
of weird
that
shit like that. Also, just like every interpersonal like interaction. That's another thing I don't. One thing that really bothers me, just in like I feel like it's worse in TV shows and movies, but like I swear they just make it seem like if you're from another country, you just forget how to interact with anyone like at all. Like it's like if you don't speak the language that you're in, you're just become like socially retarded. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I swear they do this all the time. Like a foreigner is there, it's like, oh, I forget to like fucking even move out of the way when someone's coming. Like it's like you just don't know anything, dude.
No
Like
Inglando, no Inglando.
oh no, like bumping into people, just like ruining shit. Like you're just like like someone's like, "Don't move," and like it's clear even if you don't know what the word is, like if someone can like signal to you not to move,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this anyway." Like what is up with that, bro? That shit is so fucking crazy. Anyway, I'm getting on a rant on this 1883 show. That show is good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I like that show.
That show was good.
So
I agree.
like
But I
Yellowstone
didn't
is
like. I
dope, but
actually it what the thing that you mentioned like that was kind of I feel like they did it just to like make the plot move faster and just like highlight like this is the kind of shit that like could have happened, like on accident maybe. Like maybe like but they could have like executed it differently. Like maybe like the guy's like rolling open his like cart in the morning and like a rattlesnake's in there and like bites him. But didn't he like he just like walks up to it and like starts like reaching for it or
I
something?
don't
It's
even
like,
remember. Like I think they were like sleeping and they wake up and like see the snake and they just like don't even react. I don't know. It was something like that. It was so weird.
stupid.
I don't even remember, bro. Anyway,
Anyway, don't watch
it probably sucked.
yeah, I was going to say do yourself a favor with 1899. Don't watch the ending of it. It's not it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Like
What were we
I
on
was
before this? Oh, Ancestor. Oh, you want to finish
Ancestors?
1899? Yeah, finish.
No, I was actually going to say something else. I was going to talk about another show that you shouldn't watch.
Oh,
That
is that our
new
segment? Yeah,
yeah,
let me
that
know
new
this.
fucking Witcher show.
Oh
I
yeah, I've heard that shit's
I
awful.
honestly think I was just talking about this with some friends over the weekend. I think it's like possibly one of the worst shows that I've ever watched start to finish, if not like the worst. And it's only like
How
7
did
or
you
8
finish
episodes.
it, dude? Why did you finish it
Dude, it's
then?
one of those things where it was like it was so bad I couldn't look away, you know? But it was just
Yep.
like you want to talk about zero plot development, zero character development, zero context for anything that's going on. It's just like we're just going to throw you into this like nonsense ass situation. We're not going to explain anything that's happening. We're not going to like tie it to anything that happens in like the actual Witcher show or anything like that. It's just like it's just so bad, man. It's like it's just brutal. So don't watch that shit. Pro tip for anybody. Unless you like really just want to watch something just to like get like a benchmark for what the worst shit ever is.
I feel like it's so much. I mean, not to just keep shitting on Netflix, but so much Netflix shows
Well,
like
that's
are
what
like
got me
that.
thinking about
And
it.
it's
Was like
just
the whole Netflix thing. It was like the quality of the stuff has just been going downhill quick.
and it's the writing that really, like, honestly, like set designs and stuff like that. I kind of get being shitty sometimes, especially like you're in fantasy.
But
Not
there's
everything
like
can look
isn't
perfect all the
even
time.
like the sets and everything are always pretty good. I feel like in Netflix shows.
I don't know. Some of the costumes, I feel like a lot of the time look kind of. I mean, I
Oh
guess it's
really?
fantasy, so it's always gonna look kind of cheesy, or like stuff like that. But sometimes I get the. I mean, you know, it was really bad, and I don't know if this is just like the coloring. This isn't Netflix, but and I don't want to get into like the whole like the story elements, but the Wheel of Time show just visually
Oh, awful.
was just like the visuals were bad. Like when
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
spending
yeah.
that much money and the visuals aren't good, there's like just a lot of
You know what's
issues there.
funny? That was actually exactly what I compared it to because I was talking to my friends and they were like, "Oh, like," because I literally said this. I was like, "I think it's like the worst show I think I've ever watched from like start to finish like that." And they're like, "Well, what would you like compare it to? Like, what's even a comparison?" I was like, "I don't even know." And then literally, I was like, "Oh, I know. Wheel of Time is another one that's like on that same kind of level where it's just." I don't know. It just feels like almost like just lazily rushed, and it's just like why would you
Yeah.
if you're gonna put this much money into something, why are you gonna be like lazy and rush it? Like take notes, take notes honestly from the other Amazon show that's like actually lit that came out recently, the Lord of the Rings show. That show fucking
Yeah.
rocks. Like
They
that
knew
was
they couldn't
awesome.
fuck that up though, and people were still unhappy with shit like that. But that show was really
They
good.
were
The
unhappy with
casting
it.
was good
I
too.
thought it was.
Yeah,
I
some
thought it
people.
was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good too.
Really,
And I
people
felt like
didn't
it
like
felt like Lord of the Rings.
it. It
I think
did.
that was
That's
the
what I
most
liked
important
about
thing.
it. Yeah,
Like
it felt
like it
exactly
gave
the
me Lord of
same.
the Rings vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
big
didn't
time.
feel like I was just like. It didn't feel like they were like LARPing as like some Lord
Yeah,
of the Rings
exactly.
shit,
And wait, do you say
which it
people
feels
didn't
like
like
with
the
the other stuff.
casting?
No,
thought
I
the
said I liked the
Oh, I
casting. I thought the
love the
casting was
casting.
awesome.
The casting
Dude.
was
Yeah.
awesome. They were all
Dude,
so
I'm
good.
in love with Galadriel. I might have
Oh my
mentioned this
God,
before to
yeah,
you,
she's
bro.
yeah,
Like
no,
I
she was
think I
amazing.
would. I don't even know what. I don't know how many limbs I would give up, but a lot.
At
You
least
know what I
one.
mean? At least at least two, to be honest.
At least two.
I might.
Which
I'd go
limbs?
no
Which
legs.
limbs?
I would consider
No
going
legs, no
legs.
pants.
No legs, no pants for Galadriel, bro.
What if
No
you lose your
cap.
dick in that equation too?
No, I'm talking like knee down.
Knee down. Oh, okay. So like
Yeah.
half a limb. So one total limb, really.
I mean, I can't walk. I mean, yeah.
You could still
I'd be like
walk.
Oscar Pretorius or whatever the fucking guy who did the runner.
Oscar Praetorian.
What is his name? I don't even know.
Pistorius. Pistorius.
Pistorius
Did
is
he ever
South
get? Did
African.
he get
South
convicted for
Africa
his
sucks.
shit?
Yeah, he like murdered his wife or
Well,
something.
yeah, he murdered her. He shot her like 6 times through a door, didn't he? Like, yeah, he
Yeah, but
definitely
that's like
murdered her.
legal in South Africa, so I wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's a
did he
normal
actually
over
get
there.
in trouble for it? Did he get convicted? I don't even
I
remember.
think
This is so long ago.
probably. I think he did. Yeah. South Africa sucks, bro.
Should we look up the Oscar Pistorius trial? Real
Yeah,
quick?
let's leave the
Let's
Oscar.
figure
Yeah.
out if he
I'll
What do you
keep
got?
going on earlier on my genealogy. Like, I was just like thinking back about like how many generations of pet. Oh yeah, let me see.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he in jail?
convicted. Yeah, he's convicted.
He's convicted. Yeah.
What's
Honestly, he was a
let's
good-looking
see what
guy.
the
Was he
prison
cheating
term.
on him? What's the deal with that?
He was recommended for early release in 2015.
Jesus.
He only killed her in 2013.
I mean, bro, I'm telling you, in
Oh
South
no, he's at
Africa,
another
they're
place
just like
now.
it's
He's at another
normal.
place now. Wait, he was
Dude,
released.
isn't South Africa like
and-
one of the most
Wait,
dangerous
he was
countries?
released and then resentenced. What is this? Second
Where you kill someone else?
6 years imprisonment. 6 years imprisonment for murder rather than his original 5 years. Wow, South Africa, you really can't just get away with fucking anything, huh? Look at that.
6 years, bro.
Yeah, they called it like shockingly lenient. I'll say, dude, imagine getting 6 years for just murder in the U.S.
No. I actually can't. I mean, that brings up the Ohio murder things, bro. I really want to talk about these Ohio murders, but at the same time, I feel like we're doing a disservice until we have Vic
I feel like we
on.
gotta wait. We gotta wait. We gotta wait
Yeah.
until all the juicy details
More
are out, and then we'll
information,
do a
and we
special.
need Vic
It's
to
a
tell us
special
about
episode.
his fucking conspiracy theory 4chan nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, perfect. Yeah, we need. It's
Yeah.
a special episode. We could do like a special. It'll be like
Yeah.
episode 26. What
We're
are we
gonna
on
rate
right
all
now?
the
19 or
victims'
something?
names. Sorry. Yeah, we're on like 19 or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So episode 20. We'll call it like episode. How many? We're gonna. It's gonna be like 2 months probably.
We got to
before it all
do
comes out.
50. This is our first episode of the year. Did we do one?
No, we
Was
did
that-
one.
well-
No, we did one like a few days ago.
Was that?
Yeah, no,
because
we said yeah, we said Happy New Year. I think.
Maybe.
Here, I'll tell you. I'll
Yeah,
tell
we
you
might
when I
have said Happy New
recorded
Year.
it.
Yeah, look at the date. I think it's the
This is
30th for some
awesome.
reason.
We're back to awesome content.
awful,
We're on
dude,
our
yeah.
stride, dude.
But
This
listen,
is
I'm
money.
trying to do 50 episodes this year, bro.
Oh no, we recorded
Or-
on the 30th. Yo,
Yeah,
Happy
that's what
New
I
Year.
thought. Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone.
Woo!
Listen, big things for all our loyal listeners. I know we're 30 minutes in making this announcement. We're doing 50 episodes this year,
We're
and we
doing
might
50
not,
episodes.
but that's what we're gonna do.
Let's
I'm
put it
calling
this
it
way:
now.
we're at least gonna get to 50 episodes this year. There's no question. We're
that'll
getting
be-
to 50 episodes.
We're at least hitting 51 for sure.
At
I'm not
least
leaving it at 50.
I'm not. I mean,
51
honestly,
we might
dude,
give
I'll
up,
be
but-
pretty stoked with that because that's a year's worth of podcasts. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that would be
as far
really.
as
That
things
honestly
go,
would be really
I
impressive.
feel like most podcasts don't make it like longer than like a few like months, probably. Especially like just
Yeah.
homegrown, like just homemade bullshit trash like ours. Like
Yeah.
most people are probably giving up after like 10 episodes. I feel like we're already further along than most people get.
I feel like we're probably in like the 70th percentile already.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially of
Easily.
podcasts that get no viewership.
You know what's funny? I accidentally talked to somebody about it in real life about the podcast, which I've been
Accidentally,
like
like you were embarrassed that you let it slip.
I've been
and you were like, oh,
deliberately
shit.
not talking about it. You know what's funny? My
Yeah.
girlfriend actually brought it up, and like I had to talk about it, and she was
Oh,
like,
she trapped
was
you.
name dropping the
No,
podcast
dude.
too. And I was
No,
like,
that's so cringe, dude.
yeah, I was like, no, don't look it up, don't look it up.
Stop.
Don't look it up.
That's
and
not
you know,
the name.
you know
That's
what
not
their
the name.
first feedback was? Oh, because I was like, yeah, I gotta, I was like, I cover up my face and stuff because, like, you know, I
Yeah.
don't want to like,
Did they actually
incriminate
see it?
myself
Did
at work.
they
or
look
whatever.
at
I don't
it
think
at all,
so.
or
I don't
no?
think so.
Okay.
But
okay,
we
thank
were
God.
at a restaurant, so I don't think they
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
look it up at the
Not
restaurant.
yet.
But dude, I was like, yeah, we like record it and like I cover up my face, I wear a mask and like a hat, so like nobody like to hide my identity. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
people could still figure it
The
out. but,
face
like,
reveal, dude.
I've got like the plausible deniability angle here.
Mhm.
No
one has
and
any clue who you
and the my buddy.
The waitress.
No. What one of my
The
friends.
waitress came in.
Our
she
friend was
like,
like- our
"Wait,
friend
I
was
really give advice.
Our friend was
Alright,
like,
go
she's like, why is there video? It's a podcast, and I was like, that's a good question. I was
Yeah,
like,
that is a good.
I was like, I
question.
feel
it's
like
because it's on
podcast-
YouTube.
And my instant defense was like, I feel like podcasts can have video. I was like, what? I was like, Joe Rogan's got video. She was like, what's Joe Rogan? And I was like, oh well, shit, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't. You win.
Oh man.
So yeah,
I mean, it's not really a podcast. I mean,
No,
it
it's
is a
not.
podcast, but it's really just like
it's a really shitty
video
YouTube
show.
video. That's what
It's
it
a
is.
really shitty. I mean, it's a podcast in the sense that we don't actually do anything with the video.
We got to start just
It is
live
just us
streaming them. I
talking.
feel like that's the angle.
Yeah, we got a live stream, but yeah, I guess we got a live stream. I mean,
Maybe that can be one of our New Year's resolutions.
here's
is like,
okay.
let's
Here's
start
the
live
issue with the
streaming this.
audio. We need an RSS feed. We have to pay for it.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
the bandwidth is limited based on how much you pay. So it's not difficult for us to like rip the audio and then throw it on an RSS feed. But it's
100%.
just like, it's just we had to like.
That's not and I didn't feel like going into like I
Yeah,
didn't
they
even like I
probably
was
don't
like if I start
understand that,
explaining this, it's like I'm just gonna sound like defensive or something. Even
Like
though
it would be really easy for us to release an audio only
this
version.
is free,
basically.
dude. We pay nothing
Yeah.
for this. We paid for these
And it's sick,
microphones, and
so.
that's fucking it. Like, we're
Like
not
we
paying anything monthly. We're not paying anything weekly.
You're getting more. You're getting video
Yeah,
on top
seriously.
of the audio. You would normally wouldn't even get video, and it's for free. So I don't
Special.
complaining about the YouTube. That's wild to me.
Yep. Yep.
But
Well, I didn't even say that we put it on YouTube. Maybe that was like the context that I missed, because she was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
okay.
so like, are you like live streaming yourself making it and then posting the audio?" And I was like, "No, we're just recording the video."
So has your girlfriend actually watched episodes?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Agreed. Yeah.
But she does. Yeah, that's really funny. Actually, it's funny that they would. So, did you bring it up? Like, did you say you were a podcaster? Did you use
No,
that terminology?
no,
Okay, because
no.
that I think
Dude,
I
are
may
you
have
kidding me?
melted in
That's
my
so
seat if someone
cringy.
ever said that.
No, I mean, I'm not a podcast. You can't call yourself a
Yeah.
podcaster until it's like a full-time gig, and then like you can call yourself a
Or
podcaster.
it's just like successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even think it has to be full time, but like if you like, okay, if we had like 5,000, let's just say monthly listens, like on like we uploaded like an RSS feed,
No,
I
I
mean, like
wouldn't call
5,000.
myself a podcaster.
I think you at that point you could, yeah.
Nah, dude,
But, or
no
maybe
way.
not a podcast. You can't call yourself a podcaster, but you could say you have a podcast. Like I wouldn't even say
Okay,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
podcast right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's a better.
That's
That's a
fair.
better way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no, you're right. Because a podcaster is like that's your job.
Yeah, that's what
You know
I'm
what I
thinking.
mean?
I'm like, you're making
You're
enough
right about
to
that.
like sustain yourself off
I'm
of
thinking
it.
like right now, don't even like this is a podcast, but it's like not. It's really not like I would never say I do podcasts.
No,
You know
of
what I
course
mean?
not. You know how I described it to my friends? I was like, yeah, no, I'm just doing it as like, and honestly, it's still accurate. Like I'm like doing it as a hobby to like just like learn how to do
Literally.
this kind of thing, like get comfortable like talking like this, learn a little bit about like audio video work, that type of shit. It's just a hobby, it's not like it's not a thing.
It's kind of just a fun thing to do. I mean, I personally like. I wouldn't say like super look forward to it in like the way like I'm like hyped, but it's kind of cool, especially looking back at like the backlog of stuff we've done.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I
looking
feel
at
like I'm accomplishing a little something. Like I'm doing
Yeah.
something, I'm not
and
just
it's low effort. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how,
Yeah, no, it's
it's kinda
awesomely
just like-
low effort.
it's like low effort because it's like we know each other.
Yep.
We do the absolute minimum amount of prep we could probably do.
Zero. 0.5.
And it's just like we're just talking. So yeah, it's kind of great though. I'm trying to explain it without being like super like cheesy about it. You know what I mean?
You can't. It's
But you
cheesy.
can't.
gotta
It's just
accept
like
that
it
it's
is just cheesy.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. Okay, the best way to describe it is it's fun to actually produce something rather than just constantly consume.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure.
Because it's like we live in a world where it's just like you're just constantly intaking things that everyone else is making, but actually producing something, even if no one else is doing, like it kind of gives you an idea of the other side. Like even though people don't really. Obviously, we have no viewership. It does make me think about like, well, how would I get people? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that people
Yeah.
would want to watch and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What is actually entertaining?
But
Not
that's
like
I feel
trying
like
to
that's
become
part
popular,
of
but
that's
just,
like
like,
part of the process that
optimizing.
I enjoy.
Yeah.
Actually, is just like getting to that point where it's like, okay, like I'm comfortable enough now with like doing it and like how to do it and like the kind of the frequency of like releasing something like every week and like sitting down and doing it that like I can start thinking about like, okay, like how do we make it better now? Like what do we, how can we add something to it? How can we make it like more appealing to somebody to consume? I don't know. That's kind of cool. It's like part of the process for me. I like
it's
I
like
like
it
not
literally is
going in
just
with
like
like a super big
hobby.
pre-planned thing.
Yeah.
So
don't
okay,
know.
so we're gonna hit 50 episodes this week or this year. I mean,
This week.
this
Yeah, we're
week.
really going good.
We're
This is gonna be a
pre-recording
big
an
week for the
entire year's
podcast.
It's 7:30 now. We're gonna be recording until 7:30 next Sunday.
Yeah, we're not gonna stop, baby.
So that's I feel like that's one thing I want to do this year. Is there anything else that you've got like lined up for this year that you want to like accomplish? I feel like this since it's our New Year's episode, we got to talk about like
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions, right?
My shit is so stereotypical, but like I'm and there's the goal. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm doing gym 365, baby. Every day I'm
Every
going to the
day?
gym. Every day, bro.
That's
Every
a
day.
big commitment.
It's a big commitment. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm really inspired by that squat every day guy. I don't know if you've ever seen him on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I have seen him. It's been recommended
But
to me. I don't
it's
watch
been-
it 'cause
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care about that, but
I probably say it all the time too, but it is crazy. He's going on like 1,200 days of squatting
That's-
every day,
that's impressive.
and it's just like yeah,
He's
and
never
he's like,
injured himself like too much to squat.
I mean, he just works through it. Like he'll have like a minor
Wow.
injury, and he just like does it anyway. He had like an infected toe the other day. You know what the other crazy thing is? He's a nurse, and he does like a night shift. He'll do like 12-hour night shifts,
Wow.
and he has like 3 kids. It's like kind of that's why I'm saying it's like inspiring. Like, I
That's
always
a
think like if
commitment.
this guy could do it, working 12-hour day night shifts, coming home, taking care of his kids, doing what he's got to do, and then he's still managing to do it every day. I mean, yeah, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I have some other shit, but just like general shit, but nothing really crazy. That's like the one, like that's the one I'm like really obsessed with. Right? What do you got going on? What's your big? And I'll also preface this: I kind of fucking hate New Year's resolutions, but I felt like this year, it
Oh,
was
we're
like if I'm gonna
it's-
do it, is the best time to start. But
Yeah,
go on.
yeah. I mean, I'm not a big New Year's resolutions guy either. So it's like mine isn't even really like a resolution like, oh, I'm gonna do like X every day or like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna like accomplish X. But I was at my parents' house like cleaning out some of my old shit, and I was like going through like my old like high school and like college notebooks. And dude, I like the notes themselves are like okay, like it's fine, like what I don't really care. But dude, I was like going through like the margins and like pages and stuff. I used to just like doodle and draw so much, and like
Yep.
literally, I went back and I was looking at it and I was like, some of this stuff is like I actually like enjoyed kind of looking at it. I was like, this is like some pretty decent art. Like I didn't even know
Yeah.
that I was like kind of capable of that. So like I don't know. This year I kind of want to get back into just not even like doing art or anything like that, but I just want to like doodle. I want to get like a little
Yeah.
notebook or something, like a little sketchbook, and
You're
just
gonna
like
doodle
just
all our
doodle.
thumbnails.
Yeah, honestly, maybe, maybe.
Uh,
I don't think I'm that
no,
good.
that's
Like I
cool
can't
though.
like I'm not good at like drawing like people and stuff. Although I did like some like random like faces and stuff, but they're always just like kind of like caricature like
Why
meme
don't you
faces.
get like a pen tablet?
I don't know. I think like one of my buddies growing up, his mom had one of those, and I like played with it a little bit. I'm sure they're like way better now than they were, but I didn't really like the feel of it, like the
It
input
takes
lag and
getting
like the
used to.
yeah.
But my sister, like, I mean, she's like, I mean, I guess I would say she's like an artist or like a, has like a hobby. And I know she loves hers. So
Well, maybe I got to find out what her like model is or whatever. That's
yeah, I don't think it's even that expensive, but I know she used to use it like a lot, like
oh,
every
she
day.
used to, so
So
now she doesn't. She want to sell it to me?
I
Maybe,
mean,
can
I
we
don't
do
know.
some barter? I've got a lot of mice. I could give
Yeah,
her a mouse.
yeah, I think she might
I
need a
got
new
mouse.
mouse.
Oh no, it's not here right now.
Actually, she
I
needs a
thought
new
I had.
computer fan. Her like one of her fans in her computer is like fucked up.
Hold
I
up.
don't know if you have an extra one of that. Oh, he's got it. He's like, oh, did you say computer fan? I'm fucking ready for this shit. But yeah, just to get back on this New Year's thing while Stas is MIA, the reason why I dislike the New Year's resolution shit isn't for any like malicious reason, but just oh my god, how many fans does he have? Is this a CPU fan? You have 3?
There's 4 in this box.
4 in this box. Why do you have so many?
Well, they're just like old case fans and stuff that I've just saved.
You just keep, yeah. You're just like an old man.
I've
who
got a
keeps
dresser
everything.
at the other end of this office that you guys can't see. It's.
Yeah.
I was joking about
Unfortunately.
this with my girlfriend the other day. It's like most people have like a dresser full of like old clothes that they don't wear anymore. This dresser is literally just full of like old
Wires.
computer peripherals, wires, yeah, like just like various computer garbage, just like screws, random bracketry and shit. Just absolute nonsense. So yeah, like if she wants to,
Yeah.
I got some fans. I can even
You know why I
install 'em.
believe you? When I got this mic, I had to get like an aux to whatever the fuck this bullshit converter is.
Yeah, the XLR to
Um,
aux, yeah.
Yeah, the XLR to aux. And I was like, Stas didn't tell me about it, that I needed one of those. I was like, bro, didn't you need to buy one of these? He's like, nah, man, I just had one of them
Oh,
in
yeah.
my closet.
Oh yeah. I think I've got like a USB converter one. I got all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah, you're like a little mystery man, dude.
I am
like
a
his
little-
pockets just pulling things
Dude,
out.
I got all kinds. That's if there's one thing that I hoard, it's just random tech trash.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I probably have like 4 working mice in that dresser right now if I went through it.
Yeah.
And here I am back on my like old rocket wired one because it's the only one where the scroll wheel still works since apparently I just mangle every scroll wheel I own.
Rocat.
Yep, Rocat.
Okay,
Rocat,
but
fix
just to
your
finish,
fucking QA by the way, or like quality. Yeah, quality assurance. I guess it's the same for hardware as it is software.
yeah, same shit.
Yeah, fix your shit. Your scroll wheels suck, fucking idiots.
But this is like an interesting thing. Like, I feel like my issue with the New Year's resolution stuff. I'm like, listen, I'm all for anybody trying to like improve their life, whatever.
Yep.
But it's just like centering it around like a certain day or like kind of like holiday or like theme just feels like you're destined to fail. You know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make a change in your life, you should just do it now. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Unless it's like literally time gated. Like,
I agree. I
So,
mean, that's
I
why
don't know.
like everybody like starts the new year by like going to the. I mean, it's like yours is like the classic kind of like trope. I mean, you're setting
Yeah.
it to like a different level, but like some people are just like, yeah, like I'm gonna go to the gym and get in shape, and it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. If you're centering it around the fact that it's New Year's,
Yeah.
no, you're not. You'll do it for 3 weeks, and then something's gonna come up, and you're just not gonna go back. And
3
that's
weeks
gonna
is
be it.
generous, bro. Honestly, most people are like a week.
No, I bet you. You think it's that little? I bet you people go for like more, just like out of guilt. Like if you're only going for a
Some
week
do.
and then giving up, you're probably. I mean, yeah, you're just really down bad. Those are the types of
Some
people
people
that have
do,
like
but
7 New Year's resolutions though, where they're just like, I'm gonna do this, 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 and then I'm gonna travel more. I'm gonna go to a new continent. I'm gonna work out every day. I'm gonna learn how to cook 30 new dishes before the end of the new
you
year.
forgot the
And
new
then
language.
yeah, and then I'm gonna learn a new language too. Yeah, it's like
I'm just gonna be a completely different person this year. I'm gonna do
exactly.
nothing
It's
that I
just
did
like, dude,
last year.
just do one thing and do it one day at a time. Like, don't
Yeah.
bullshit about like doing like this is in the new year. This is what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I feel like if you're just orienting it around that, you're not gonna have the discipline to do it unless it's like something that you're already passionate about. Like with you at the gym, like I buy it. Cause like you're already going to the gym consistently, you're going off and you've been going for like a long time. So like you're just
Yeah.
like you're taking an incremental step. You're not going from like 0 to like I'm gonna do this. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you weren't going to the gym, like if I was like I'm gonna go to the gym every day this year, I wouldn't do it. I know for a fact I wouldn't do it. I'd go for like a month and then like I'd have like a few
I
days.
feel like you
just, like,
could
some other
maybe.
stuff.
I feel like if you wanted it, you could. I feel like
Yeah,
you're the
but I
type of
don't
guy
want
that
it.
if you
That's the
wanted
thing.
it,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
fake
you don't want it
resolution.
exactly.
Like
But
they
if it
don't
was
want it
like
either. If you're
yeah,
resolving to do
yeah,
it at that
yeah, that's fair.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
anyway.
for me, I thought about it kind of logically. It was kind of like I'm already going like 300 days a year. What is an extra 60 days?
Well, exactly. Yeah, and that's what I'm
That's kind of how I
saying. It's
thought
like
about it. But yeah.
like that's the way to like do any goal. It's just
Yeah.
like do like an
Yeah.
incremental thing. Like you can't go from like nothing to like I'm gonna learn a new language. Like no.
Yeah. No. 100%.
No, like just be like, yeah, like this year I'm gonna spend like 40 hours, every 3 months, like like learning a new language or something like that. That's
Or
like
it's like
more
picking
attainable.
something else up. I think another one thing like what you're doing, picking something else up that you used to do, kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
reigniting
yeah,
a
like going
passion.
back
Like
to
that'll
it.
work because you already kind of have that process. Like you know the road.
Yeah.
Like the road untraveled is really hard. Like honestly, like I'm not gonna pretend like I picked up like a lot of random hobbies that I've quit, but I do feel like it's like real like getting into something for the first time is really difficult. I think like
Yeah.
just breaking in, like and it's honestly like mentally daunting because I think about it like. Actually, with running was a good one. Like when we ran, like you remember, I asked like so many questions, and I was honestly like kind of nervous. Like I didn't really know what. Like
yeah.
I've never really did like like any, and we
Well,
didn't
you
even
were
do anything
resistant
crazy.
to it for a long time too. You
I
were
was
just like, yeah, like my
exactly.
joints can't handle it, like I can't do it, blah blah blah.
That was kind of true, but
Yeah, but I mean,
But
you,
yeah.
you did it. I mean, your joints could handle it. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of like getting over that hump of like where it's like not just muscle soreness, but like joint and like tendon
Yeah.
soreness. Yeah, that soreness does suck because that's just like pain. It's not even like a satisfying achy
my
soreness.
ankles, like my
Yeah.
ankles, probably the first a month, my ankles were just like sore, just like 24/7, like not like just walking around. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
My hips get
But-
like that too. Like
Yeah.
I'm running a lot. I need to speaking of, I need to like start running again. I like over
Dude, you were
Christ-
running like every day for a while.
Yeah, but over Christmas and New Year's, it just like went out the window because of just like,
It's holidays, bro.
yeah, it's just holidays.
Time to get fat.
It really
Yeah.
is, dude. I put on like a good 3 or 4 pounds. Like I lost like 10 or maybe even like close to 15 pounds like going into Christmas, and then I've gained like 3 or 4 back since, and I just like haven't been running. I'm like, damn.
What was your best meal over the holidays? You have like one in particular?
Ooh. I mean, when do the holidays end? Because I went to a restaurant yesterday and it was so.
I'd say we're
fucking
still in
good.
the holiday era.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yesterday.
honestly,
Yeah, tell me about
yesterday.
this. I just want to hear about your best fucking
or
food, dog.
or Christmas Eve. Actually, Christmas Eve, I had a fucking amazing steak. It was so good. We went to like a steakhouse with
Yeah.
my girlfriend and her parents, and they like got us like a nice like Christmas Eve dinner. And dude, it was like
What kind of steak was it?
it was a ribeye.
Well, my mouth water.
It was
Ooh,
a
ribeye.
It was a
okay.
ribeye. I
Medium?
got it done medium, yes sir.
Ooh, okay.
and
that's,
I
you
got
know,
I
that's
got
what
it.
I like.
They got like a bunch of sides. I insisted on getting some French fries as a side.
Yeah.
And I basically just did
course.
like a steak frites type
Some
of thing.
chips.
Oh my god. Yeah, some chips. Yeah, some steak
Some
and chips. Fucking ass backwards ass British people, bro. Wait, fuck. I was gonna say something and now I forgot. How about that new sumo tournament that started today? We need to catch up.
Dude, we didn't even finish the last. Honestly,
I
okay,
know.
another New Year's resolution. We're watching all the sumo tournaments this
I
year.
fuck with that so much.
That's
Yes.
that's another part too. And you know what?
We need to hit up Nato
Eventually,
Sumo.
we're gonna.
We
yeah,
have to
I
hit
have
him
to,
up.
I'm
We
gonna
have to hit
message
him up. After
I
this
swear to God, I'm gonna
episode,
message
yeah.
this time. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna.
Dude,
we're
if
gonna
we could
reach
do
out.
like sumo commentary, and no joke, I feel like that could be a way to like
That's our niche. Bro.
that really could be a niche to like build
And it's
off
hype.
of. It's hype, and there's like no American like day by day
Yeah.
commentary of any of the tournaments.
And
like,
there's no
granted,
one with
ours
our
wouldn't
level
be
of riz.
serious, but I feel like that's almost better because we can get like millennials into it, you know?
Well, okay, you know what the thing is? Our fandom is gonna grow as the audience can grow. You know what I mean? So we'll get more into it and learn more with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I think that's part of the
Dude,
appeal.
we'll become like sumo geniuses before too long.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I mean, honestly, we kind of did that with MMA. I mean, we kind of
True.
basically like knew kind of basically nothing, but we just like started watching it and we just like got
Just
really
watch
into it.
more and more of
So
it, yeah.
yeah, you just like keep watching it. And
This
it's
is
just
just the
like this
next
shit's
frontier,
crazy.
dude, on a new continent. We're going to a new continent this year. It's our New Year's resolution. No MMA,
Yeah.
only sumo. Actually, I'll
We
probably
speak
still
the
watch
sumo
MMA,
language.
but
Yeah. Did
speaking
you
of
hear
which, how
what
do you
happened
feel
to
about
Yuri
this
Prohaska?
wait,
Oh,
go ahead.
Do you hear this shit? How Yuri Prohaska? I'm butchering his name.
Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that. I'm not
The
even gonna try.
light heavyweight. He was the light heavyweight champ. He like relinquished his belt. He fucked up his shoulder in practice. One of his practice partners, some Russian guy, like it
Shout
popped
outs.
and he tried to realign it and it
Uh-oh.
completely tore off the
Oh
tendon
no.
supposedly. The guy trying to realign it absolutely like destroyed his
He's done,
shoulder.
dude.
Had to get like full realign like reconstruction or whatever the fuck, some shit
Dude, I
like that.
think
He's like
he's
out for
done.
8
I'm
months.
pretty sure that like when they reconstruct the shoulder like that, it's just permanently fucked because they have to like basically like fuse your shit together and like you never have the same like mobility.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, that shit
sucks,
fucking
man.
sucks.
That
Yeah.
really sucks.
Anyway.
I had a related thing though. How do you feel
Yeah, go on.
about this? Did you see that Jake Paul like made Nate Diaz this like offer to do two fights, one a boxing match and then an MMA fight?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
see this at all. Okay, one MMA fight, Jake's getting fucking stone cold
Is he?
slept, dog.
Is he?
I think
Because
for sure. Dude, if
think
he
about
gets
how
taken
Nate
down,
Diaz
if
fights.
he gets taken
But when is the
down,
last
Nate
time
Diaz
Nate
is
Diaz
choking him.
took anybody down?
McGregor.
Exactly. And when was that? Was 8 years
5
ago
years
now,
ago or
dude? Like,
something? Yeah, I don't know. But
So
still, I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier against a guy who's never really trained on the ground before.
it will be, but dude, I don't know, man. I was talking to Jimmy about this. I kind of wish that you would just like fight some guy who's like younger and on the come up and like a legit boxer. I'm sick of seeing him box like
of
these
course he's not gonna
40-year-old
do that,
MMA
though.
guys. Gimme fucking Jake Paul against Tommy Fury. Gimme that
Nah,
fight.
he would. I think he would. I think Tommy Fury's kind of a joke, bro. I gotta be honest.
Okay,
He's a
okay, but
he's a
even if
Love
he
Island
is, he's at
alum.
least like he's like a guy that's like has aspirations, however alleged, to be like a legit
Yeah.
guy, and he's like a young guy who's gonna have like a lot more power, who's gonna have like a lot more gas tank. Like, fine, maybe his technique is worse. I just want to see how he handles like a guy who's like
Who's
young
athletic.
and spry and athletic, and not just
Yeah.
like fucking like this around there
Stiff.
in the ring with
Yeah.
him. Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Moving like they've got double shoulder
Yeah, because like
reconstruction.
I agree. Like Nate Diaz, like Nate Diaz in MMA probably fucks him up because he probably will like go back to the ground and just I don't know submit him one way or another. But
Yeah, I
like,
mean, my thought is you only need to get him into the ground once, and it's probably over. Like he probably just doesn't have enough experience or defense
that's
to
fair.
stop that.
That's fair. But,
But,
on the other
yeah.
hand, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, people have been doubting this guy the whole way. Like, I'm not gonna say like I'm a big Jake Paul fan, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
cherry picked or not, he has won. You know what I mean? Like, he has beaten guys.
And
Like,
he knocks them out. I mean, he's
yeah,
knocking
exactly.
dudes,
He's beaten
so,
guys
I mean,
in like a
it's not
sport that like when he first went in. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it too. Like I thought it was gonna be a joke. I didn't think he was gonna like be serious about it. But
Yeah,
he's like
I mean, I'll say
actually
this,
really
bro.
committed.
I'm not getting in the ring with fucking Tyron Woodley. I don't care how old I
Right,
am or
exactly,
he is. That's
exactly.
not
Like,
happening.
I don't care if
so
he's coming off like a
respect.
bunch of losses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if his jaw is made of glass, dude. If he's like my
Yeah.
jaw is probably glass for Tyron Woodley too, in theory.
So yeah. I mean, I honestly have some respect. I mean, I have way more respect for Jake Paul than Logan Paul. I don't know if you saw this shit with all like the crypto pullout that Logan Paul.
No, what happened?
Did you see any of this? So like a year ago, basically he had like some NFT crypto scam with this like
Oh.
crypto zoo shit. There was like all this corruption. He was basically in bed with like a literal like fraudulent scammer. This guy like has convinced like multiple billionaires, millionaires, super successful people that he is like some genius coder from like MIT, that like he was hired to like help win like a Super Bowl from some like fucking team. Like
God.
I'm telling you, like he's like finagle like a bunch of people. Anyway, he like gets on
I
this
mean, honestly,
NFT
if he's
project
just
with Logan
finessing
Paul.
rich people, I'm not too mad about it. Fuck rich people, bro.
Yeah, well, he finessed these rich people to get investments to basically finesse a bunch of Logan Paul fans with this NFT thing.
See that's
Um,
less cool to me. If you're finessing like some fucking teenager who's your fan
Yeah,
at home who's stealing his mom's
exactly.
credit card to spend like $1,000 on some NFT.
Basically, exactly what happened. And then this CoffeeZilla guy on YouTube exposes it all, right?
Awesome.
Talks about everything that happened. Logan Paul comes out, basically says he's gonna sue this CoffeeZilla guy for like defamation, all this other fucked up shit. He's like, you don't, basically all this, really going at this dude. And then like literally within 24 hours, takes down the video, makes an apology, says he's not gonna sue this guy, and that he's gonna fix like this CryptoZoo NFT thing by like
Yeah, I was
launching it
gonna
as a
say
game and all this
that was
other
like
shit.
one
Like
of
he
those things
changes
where
tune quick.
I was gonna say that's where he probably like his
Yeah.
lawyers were like, yeah, no, actually this guy's spot on. Like you did fucking scam all these people. There's no defamation angle here.
Yeah.
Just like oof, duh. Dude, that cracks me
So-
up. That reminds me of that like the Trump NFT thing where like all the Trump supporters just got like finessed by the Trump NFT.
A trading card thing?
Yeah, they got just absolutely
Were they
finessed by it. The
finessed?
value of
Yeah.
it like fell off the face of the earth. And they're like, and now they're like, dude,
What
it's so
happened?
funny like how like deeply entrenched people are in like their support of like whatever politician they support. Because
Oh,
like
dude.
the response, like from what I read, was just like from like his supporters was like, oh man, like I can't believe we lost all this money. But like they didn't even blame him. They were like, he got like misled by this company that was like doing it for him and all
Every
this.
time.
It's like, bro, are you kidding me, bro? This man just pocketed like $50 million like it was nothing probably and just walked away and is laughing straight to the bank. And you guys are like being like apologists for him, basically. Like, y'all got
It's
finessed.
crazy, bro.
He was one of the finessers. Like, yeah, was he like in like cahoots with the company? Sure, but like he was involved for sure. Like, no question.
I mean, bro, any of this, like, I mean, we've talked about the celebrity worship shit before, but it's like literally the most disgusting shit to me. Like, they could like just do anything, and like people are just like totally on board with it. I mean, the
People are
Kanye shit
just
is
like-
the most
the thing that
egregious,
cracks me up
but
is they're like, no, you don't understand. And it's like, no, you
Yeah.
don't understand. You're like so blinded by this shit that like you can't even like for some reason you can't even fathom like what's going on. You know what else blows my mind? This is kind of like off topic but related. This is
Yeah.
kind of like a new subject. Dude, the like obsessive insane fandom of Taylor Swift fans. That shit like freaks me out, dude. Like it's like fully grown adults who are just like, this is like my hero, my
T-Swift.
idol. Like I'm a Swiftie. But like not even just that. It's like I like at one point I used to like work with this woman who was like so obsessed with Taylor Swift that like everything she would like post on social media was like Taylor Swift oriented, and then like her relationships were like based around like how she thought like Taylor Swift would handle it. She changed like her appearance to look more like Taylor Swift.
stop.
This is a grown woman, Don, and I'm like,
How old? Can
like
you give
our
an
age,
can you
probably
give, like, an age?
roughly,
Oh,
our
okay,
age
okay,
roughly.
okay, yeah.
But it's
Okay,
just like,
okay.
dude, like at our age, I mean, like we're fucking 28
Yeah.
years old. Like it. What is still going on in your head that like you're not like a 13-year-old? Like it's not normal to be like this obsessive over like a musical artist. You know what I mean? And like there's like I've seen like people like she like just announced like her new tour or whatever. I'm seeing people like posting on Instagram like they're like marking the date that they're going to
Yeah,
like the one of
and
like the
so
tour
expensive,
concerts.
too.
So expensive. And they're like, this is going to be the best year of my life. This is like going to be the best day of
Yeah.
my life going to this concert. And it's like, bro, like you got to reevaluate where your life is at. If that's the best day of your life going to a Taylor Swift concert, like let's say like she's even like one of the most talented artists to ever do it, which I would argue she's not. But let's even say that she is.
It sounds like you would argue
that's
that,
one
yeah.
of the best days of your life, just going to a concert. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're like not like graduating or like going on like like falling in love for the first time
Having
and like going
kids,
on a
getting
date or like
married.
having a child, getting married, like remembering like some other like your like one of your family
Accomplishing
members'
anything.
accomplishments. Yeah, like no, just like the Taylor Swift concert. That. Oh my God, I'm never gonna forget that day. Bro, fuck off, man.
It's a limited time event, bro.
You're
Only
just
only
so
gonna happen
down
once.
bad, dude. It's just so crazy. And like, I don't know. I guess it's just I don't know if it's like Taylor Swift's marketing of herself or if it's just become like a thing that's just like self-propagating because of like everyone else's obsession.
You know what my issue with it is, dude? Honestly, she's just so vanilla, bro. Like there's just nothing like she's so like just like a milk toast
just
like,
generic white chick.
white girl.
Yeah. Just a
I
generic
mean, that's
white girl.
literally what it is. Like, it's nothing like not even
She's
against her.
tall.
Like, even her music. Like, I've listened to a decent amount of her music because I was like literally like a few months ago. I don't know if you remember. I was like, dude, I need to understand like why do people like Taylor Swift this much? I literally
Yeah.
had like a pretty similar thing. I'm not. I probably listen to like at least probably 30 of her songs. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I gave it like a real shot. Just like generic
It's
shit.
just-
There's
it's just
nothing
standard shit.
super
It's just
interesting
pop.
going on. Like. Yeah, it's literally just like pop. There's
Yeah.
like a little bit like, and there's like some like twist with the genre. I mean, she mixes it up a little bit, but it's still just like she's so generic. I
Again,
just
it's like
don't
one of
get
those
it. Like,
things where it's like, it's like you could like when I was in I took a road trip to California this summer. I can't remember if we talked about it on the podcast, but like the
Yeah.
new album came out while we were in California, and my
Yeah.
girlfriend put it on. And like I won't lie, like a couple of the songs were solid. Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed listening to it. It wasn't like bad, but like I wasn't like, wow, this is like a life-changing experience listening to this. And there's people all over the internet, they're just like, this is like the best thing that's ever happened. And it's like, come on, man. Like
It's like background music. Like it literally
It
feels
really
like. I mean,
is.
it literally is background music because it's playing fucking everywhere you go.
yeah, it's the
That's the
definition
worst
of
thing.
background music.
Like if I can't walk into fucking Target without fucking hearing this fucking song. But yeah,
It's just so
uh,
weird.
it's just how I feel about it. I don't know. Like I feel like both of us are also a little bit of like music hipsters. Like we definitely like a little bit more niche stuff and like stuff that's kind of out of the norm.
Yeah, but I mean,
Compared to most
even
people.
so, it's not like there's no artist that I can imagine where like I would be like, oh my god, I get to go to their concert and like this is like just a life defining moment. You know,
yeah,
it'd just be
but
like,
we're
oh,
also
that's
like
cool.
not celebrity worship types.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I
I
mean?
guess that is a lot.
I mean,
of
we
what
know
it is.
people who are like that about Kanye too.
That's true.
No
That's
joke.
true. We do know people.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
Yeah.
Beyonce had the best music video of the year. Or whatever
The all-time quote is like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
that 30-song album. He's like, it's awesome. There's like 7 songs on there that I saved that are awesome.
That is all time 30 songs. He's like, there were 7
Bangers,
listenable
yeah.
songs. I could listen to these songs more than once.
Yeah, I love that Vic
Awesome
made it into a
album.
meme on Discord too. That's
Yeah,
all. I
that
wish we
shit's
could share
great.
that kind of stuff, but we probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
That's a little
not yet. Yeah,
borderline
a little too
doxy.
far. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, this is actually a good little tangent here. Like, who would be your artist if you had to pick one? Who's like your guy that you like feel like you relate to? Like, if you had to pick one.
Dude, I don't think there is an artist like that for me. That's the thing. Like,
Okay, who is important to you? There has to be an artist at some point in your life that you listen to like a lot, and they had like some effect on
I
you.
mean, this is like the lamest answer ever, but
Yeah,
Eminem maybe.
Bobby Shmurda. Okay.
No, Eminem was like a
Yeah.
pretty big thing because Eminem was kind of like my that was kind of like how I got into rap actually was like
Okay,
starting to
yeah.
listen to Eminem like when I was a kid like that I'd never listened to any like I actually have a story about this when I was a kid. I don't know when this would have been like 2000 when did the massacre come out, 50 Cent's massacre. It was like 03,
I
04
don't
or
know.
something
I was
like
gonna
that.
say like, yeah. So, I
It
mean,
was like
it's
4th or
after-
5th grade. I just distinctly
Yeah,
remember.
Richard
Maybe it
Died
wasn't even the
Trying,
massacre.
so.
It was just some new 50 Cent album.
Probably like 04. I think 04 probably sounds right. to
Yeah,
me.
so it was somewhere around there. That was like, I don't know, 4th, 5th grade, something like that. So, dude, we're like out in the hallway before class, and it's like me and like a
05. But yeah.
a couple other kids, and they're talking about, and they're like, "Yo, did you see that new 50 Cent album came out?" And they're like talking to each other, and they're like, "Yeah, like that shit was fire," like blah blah blah, and then like they like include me in the conversation.
That's
a
how
little bit. They're
5th
like,
graders talk.
yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay.
That's- yeah.
Maryland.
Actually,
Just
yeah,
Maryland
that was
stuff,
like
I guess.
some Maryland shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, did you listen to that? And I was like 50 cents. I was like, I have like this distinct memory of, and they just started dying laughing, and I was like so like ashamed, and I was just like, I have no idea what that
That's
is. What are
really
you
good.
talking about? I was like 50 cents. What
What
50?
like a bubble
I was
gum?
like, I thought they were like making a joke. I was like something about like $1 or something like that. I was like,
Oh,
oh
man.
brother. And then like a
That's
couple
really
of years
good.
later, I kind of started getting into rap, and I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
that moment came back to me, and I was like, wow, that's a dingus moment right there. But yeah, I don't know. Like Eminem, I guess. Do you have an artist like that? I don't know.
I have like a few. Like I don't have like one. I would say, but like there definitely have like it depends on the time of my life. But like definitely like Nas. Like when I was
Yeah.
in high school, Nas, Wu-Tang, and Gangstar.
Yeah.
I'd say those 3 had like a really, really big impact. Like actually, Gangstar. I'll just say Gangstar straight up, or like really anything by DJ
Gangstar is a
Premier.
good one because it's a little more niche.
Yeah, and I was like obsessed with Gangstar.
Yeah.
I probably listened to their entire discography like I don't even know how many times, 20 or 30 times. Like just like
What about
all
like
the way
more
through.
recently? I was thinking more recently now too, and you know, an artist that popped into my head is Dave.
Yeah.
And I actually don't listen to that
Oh,
much
really?
like rap anymore, but Dave
Okay,
is
yeah, you
fucking
like Dave,
legit.
yeah.
I really
That's the
like
Jewish
Dave.
guy?
No. That you're
Oh wait,
talking
who's
about
Dave?
Dave's
Oh,
the
yeah.
UK rapper.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Dave is solid.
Yeah,
Dave is
he's
solid.
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
every
yeah.
song
No,
I
you're right.
listen to, I'm like, this is fucking fire. And like a lot of them are like a little bit like deeper too, like not like super like kind of like mainstreamy, just like I'm fucking bitches, I'm getting money. Like, you know, it's like a little bit like more nuanced than that.
Yeah, I mean, more recently, definitely like Jedi Mind Tricks or Vinny Paz. That stuff, like more like underground hip hop shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, I was really into that like a few years ago. I think that like, it's just like a different sound. I'm trying to think like specific artists because like there's like genre. Like now I'm like really into like weird like indie punk like femme punk stuff, which is like really fucking weird and like out of
Dude, I
nowhere.
actually don't think it's
But
that weird. I was gonna say like something similar. I was gonna say like I feel like my musical taste has changed so dramatically just in like the last
yeah,
like 5 years, even let's say, because like there's like a period where like all I listened to basically was just like rap. You know, it's just like,
yeah, me too.
and then I just got like burned out on it really badly, and like like not listening to rap anymore, and just like opening myself up to like new genres and like new artists and stuff has been like so much fun. Like I mean, I joke
I had
about
that
it on like
exact thing.
Discord, but like, dude,
Yeah.
like I'm like jamming to classic rock now, which like when I was a kid I thought was just like the shittiest stuff in the world, and like now I listen to
Yeah.
it and I'm like, holy fuck, like how was I not into this? Like my dad was like playing it on the radio instead of like rap, and I was like getting annoyed. Like now I go back, I'm like listening to like Leonard Skinner, and I'm like, this shit rocks, dude. This is awesome music.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like I did the exact same thing basically. Just like got super bored of like listening to the same like metal, hip hop, just
Yeah,
like same shit all the time. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, I mean, that's why I like tried to get, like I gave Taylor. Like, I'm just have a really open mind about music now, where it's
yeah,
just like I'll give anything a try, and like a
same.
lot of it I don't like, but if like 5% of it I'm kind of down with, then you just like, I mean, Spotify's good because you could kind of go down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Spotify has gotten so
Um,
much better about that in like the last like
dude,
few
I
years
know,
too.
right?
Spotify used
Really,
to
the last
suck.
year,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gotten
The
really good.
radio algorithm got
Yeah,
so
the radio.
good.
It's so much. It used to just be the same songs, no
Yeah,
matter what
dude.
you
You
put
would
in,
like
because it's
make
like
a
what you
radio
listened to in the
station and it would
past.
be the same 15 songs. And you
Yeah,
made another one and
every
it was the
time.
same 15 songs
Yeah,
again. And now it's like now you've got like the enhanced feature which they added more
yeah,
recently, which
really
fucking
good.
works really well. You can like go to radios and like get like actually like stumble on actual new music. It's like that shit that's really nice. That was like the one thing that like I don't know, like until I mean, I don't know. I haven't listened to Pandora in a long time, but that was like one of the main reasons that like for a long time I didn't get like one of the premium like services for like Spotify or
Yeah,
Apple Music because I was like, the radio all sucks. I'm like Pandora was always solid, especially once ad block came out. It was just like you could just skip every
yeah.
ad, just fucking jam out the Pandora all day. But I don't even know if Pandora still exists. I might be like this
It
might be just like a
must, dude.
boomer
It probably
thing.
got bought out by like Facebook or some shit. And it's like integrated
Yeah,
into their fucking
yeah.
messenger.
I mean, there
Who
maybe
fucking knows?
Spotify bought them. Maybe that's how the algorithm got so good all of a sudden. But
Yeah, maybe.
it's fucking it's awesome.
Ever since Spotify bought Joe Rogan, they really picked up their algorithm. I mean, honestly though, you know what's crazy? I was so religiously, I was really into podcasts for a long time.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. I had like a podcast like app that I used for like years and years and years. Like when I was a real OG podcast guy where I would download on my computer, put like the cord
Oh,
in,
yeah, I
put it on
remember
like
that.
put it on like
Transfer
VLC Media, do it like that, and then eventually you move on to like the app. But now I thought I would never stop using like the podcast app that I use, but Spotify podcast is like
It's
now
solid.
it's good now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it has all the options you need. It's like easier. Like I already have a Spotify
Plus, it's
account.
already there, right? That's the
It's
thing.
already
That's
there,
sick, is, like,
exactly.
you're
And
already
they were
using it
smart,
for
dude.
music, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, good for them. Like,
they nailed it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if they're profitable yet. I mean, I know they were hemorrhaging money for a long time, but like,
Yeah.
that's money well spent. Like making contracts with a lot of those podcasters, like, especially to be
Yeah.
like exclusive, like exclusivized. Like, it's kind of like it's a dick move, but it's also like a super business savvy move to like just
It was
because
smart.
people are like
yeah.
if people are really religiously listening. I mean, like JRE is like the big example, right? It's like if you're
Yeah,
like a big
so funny.
JRE listener, it's like you're now gonna like basically going. You have no choice.
And they
You're going to
moved
go to
with him.
Spotify.
I mean, people talk about getting canceled, but he basically kind of like he limited his own, reach and is still big. It's still
Yeah.
huge, really,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
insane.
Oh yeah, I mean, people still listen to it religiously. I mean, it's probably like one
Yeah.
of the top 5 podcasts right now on Spotify. I bet you if
Probably,
you
yeah,
open it up.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. It might be the biggest, still, to be honest.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
just
and I mean,
insane, but-
even better if it's the biggest. I mean, like from like a business
Yeah.
perspective, it's like, oh, like we fucking nailed it. Like we're like this, like we like gave him the fucking kitchen sink, and like he's actually delivering like for the platform.
Here's like an interesting. What time are we on? Are we too deep in?
We
I don't
got
want to
like
go
2
too long.
minutes left.
Okay, let's do. Okay, yeah, this might be go a little bit longer, but you
Alright.
mentioned the other day about how, as like an undergraduate, you made like a prediction for the direction a company should go.
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And then okay, so I have an interesting thing. Let's just say you had like $1 billion, not $1 billion, but you had a substantial sum of money. Okay, to either like start a certain business or to improve on an existing business. And it has to be something like you're not just like for financial, like that you're passionate about, like something you're interested in. Like, what's a product that you use that there seems to be like an obvious way that you could improve it, or there's like
Ooh,
an
that's
opening in the
fucking
market.
hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you start this and I'll think about it?
Okay, well, mine is more of like a passion project. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm really interested in like creating like a competitive league for like Pokemon or something like that. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
feel like that's just like I feel like it just doesn't exist, but that's because I'm passionate about it, right? Like if I had like $20 million, that's what I would do, something like that, right? But that's purely passion. I feel like you're more business minded than I am. Um,
I bet you there's something with like there's some and I know this is like we've probably talked about this to a certain extent, but we've bounced
Yeah.
around like different fantasy sports apps for like years now.
yes,
I
dude,
bet you
that's
there's
a
an
great
angle
one.
to make like if you just like really committed and like just thought about it, like put serious thought into it, it's just like how do we make like the best possible fantasy platform? You could just like dominate the whole market. Cuz like and like I actually
And
like
if you
one thing
integrated like side gambling somehow,
yeah, dude,
I feel
that's
like
exactly
that's
what
the
I was
angle.
going to say. Is like
Yeah.
if you like not only do because like daily fantasy is already a thing, like like DraftKings and all that shit has
Yeah.
that. But like if you had like a season long thing where you could just do like maybe not even like betting against the house, but just like within the league, just do like little prop bets that are like formalized like within like the league, like who's gonna get the most X, like who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. Like that could be like a fun little extra like thing to add to like honestly like even this like we're doing fantasy basketball right now, like we're like deciding like how to divvy up the cash at the end of the season. Like what if
Yeah.
there was just like a prize for like the team that had like the highest average points per game per player, like regardless of
Yeah.
how many games are played, like just some like stupid little prop bet like that like doesn't mean anything, like doesn't have any impact on like how the season turned out, but just like a fun little side thing. It's just like, hey, if you get this right, you get like an extra like $25 or something. It's just could be like a fun thing.
Yeah, and that's a great one because there's nothing that like has the combination of like being
Right.
functional, aesthetic, and just like I don't know what the word is, like has features.
Yeah. Although I
know
don't
what I
know,
mean?
honestly. Like maybe I'm even wrong about that because I've
Nah,
never
there's
gone to like a DraftKings or something. I could be like really fucking well developed and built.
yeah, but they
out.
don't have like the team. They don't have like you
No,
know.
yeah, they don't because you're doing like a
team
daily
fantasy
thing.
like
You're
that.
like
Yeah.
auctioning and all that shit.
Yeah.
You're
I
probably.
mean,
right.
those have to be good just because I feel like there's so much fucking money.
I was just going to say like you have to
That
be
is
good
just, like-
just because of that's like your whole fucking business.
Yeah.
It's like that everything
just
is based
roping
off of
suckers in, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I really do want to talk about how malicious and shitty I think gambling is, and like just
Oh yeah.
reaching into
Oh, we could
fucking
do like a good 20
these
minutes
children.
on that.
I feel like we have to bring someone on who's a gambling head, like who would defend it.
Ooh.
We
know
need to
some
get like a
people.
gambler. We need a degenerate gambler.
All right, well, don't call him
to
a
bring
degenerate
on.
gambler, and then we're gonna bring
I'm
him
gonna
on the
call
show.
it. I'm gonna tell it to their face,
All
dog.
right, well, if that's what you're gonna do, then that's fine. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I've got friends that are like that like refer to themselves as degenerate gamblers.
Oh, we
When
gotta.
I was
yeah.
in college,
that
it
would
was
be on.
wild, dude. There's like so many guys that are just like night in, night
Have they
out.
actually
just, like,
lost money, like a lot of money on it though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I've got one
Like
buddy.
serious money, though?
I should honestly like I should try to get my buddy, one of my buddies on because he has
Yeah, don't say
a
his name, yeah.
crazy story about like
Oh yeah.
like a bookie who he was like he had like multiple bookies, and like the one of his bookies he was like really down with, and then like another one he was like he gambled a bunch with, like went super up with, and then like the bookie just like flaked on him and was just like, nah, I'm not paying you out, and it was like this whole big thing. Like it's a crazy story, honestly. Like we should have him on because it's
Yeah.
such a crazy story. Like I can't even do it justice because of like just how extensive it was. Maybe I'll hit him up. Maybe that could be like our first guest is somebody
That sounds
totally
great to me.
impromptu out of left field.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a sick story. It's a crazy story. There's drugs, there's money, there's fucking people like
Intrigue.
There's threats, there's like all kinds of shit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a crazy story. But maybe we'll save that for another episode. Maybe I was actually meaning to call him this week. I was telling him
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a call to just see how he's doing.
I was talking about you on my podcast the other day. That's your cold opener.
No, we were talking about we tried to like call each other on New Year's and we like both missed each other, and then he sent me like this really like really nice kind of like touching text like about just kind of like being friends.
How much he
about
means
our
to
friendship.
you and
Yeah, exactly.
How he wishes you guys could be together.
Yeah, well, how he's buying me a ring and stuff. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
And he
it's really
misses you
sweet.
so much.
Yeah.
He doesn't know he's with his fiance. Is the biggest mistake of his life.
He lives like 20 minutes down the road, and I actually don't see
Oh.
him that much. I should hit him up more.
That's crazy.
He could literally
Yeah.
come. He could come do the
We do it
podcast
live.
in person with me. Yeah,
Holy
you could come
shit,
over.
that
We
would
could,
be
do a
hype.
real in-person podcast. That'd be kind of fun.
That
too.
would be crazy.
Dude,
Yeah,
maybe
that would
we
be
should
good.
look into that too.
Yeah, we should do
All
that.
right, we got a
Honestly,
lot
I've
of
actually
things.
been meaning. I've been meaning to say. I don't know why I'm talking about this on the podcast, but I guess what is it? We should do a meetup sometime this month
Yeah,
with
I'm down.
Jimmy, all the boys, and maybe we could rope them
Let's
into
go
doing
do
a
trivia,
podcast
man.
then.
Let's fucking go
Yeah,
do
I mean,
trivia.
I'm down.
I was
Why
actually
not? Fuck
I
it.
was gonna hit up my buddy who I went with like a couple of weeks ago, because
It
that
was
bar was
fun.
really fun. Yeah, dude, it was fun. The bar is
Okay.
like owned by like a former Jeopardy contestant who like won a bunch of money on Jeopardy, and then I think he just like sank most of the money that he made on Jeopardy into like opening this
Into more
bar in
trivia.
Midtown. Yeah,
See, that's lit though. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you had a passion and you had money, like
yeah,
that's awesome to do. Like,
yeah,
honestly, so
yeah.
much respect for that.
Yeah, I love it. He was a funny
Yeah.
guy. He was like an entertaining guy. It's so funny because like Jeopardy is such just like such a
Fucking
vanilla
nerd.
show. I mean, not even like a nerd, but just so vanilla, like so like clean cut. Like there's like that like one clip of Ken
Kind of,
Jennings
yeah.
saying that like he said like a hoe one time as an answer, and everyone's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, like
What's
see
his name? The old host used to like kind of
Trebek.
troll people. Yeah, Trebek used to kind of,
Dude, that's why I like the
he
new
would roast
host.
people a
Ken
little bit.
Jennings is like that. It's not even like that roast thing, but
Yeah.
he just like cracks jokes. He's like so like
Yeah.
he's so comfortable in it
Is
that
he
he's
the
just like.
he's 100% the host now, Ken?
I don't think he is, because I watched like a
Okay.
Celebrity Jeopardy the other day, and it was that fucking stupid, annoying ass woman, Mayim Bialik.
Yeah, they
She
I don't
sucks,
like that they
man.
mix it up. I feel like we just want like get like the new Trebek.
I have
Like,
never
just put
met
Ken Jennings
anybody
in.
who likes Mayim Bialik. Like everybody I've
I
talked
don't even
to,
know who that is. I'll
it's
be
the
honest.
other
I never
host.
watched
It's
her
the
with trivia.
chick. It's
Yeah,
the
I've
chick host.
never watched it with her.
I mean, it's probably because I also hate the show Big Bang Theory. I fucking hate
Oh,
that
you're gonna
show.
say something else. Yeah, go on.
What'd you think I was gonna say? You said Did you think I was gonna say like I hate women or something?
Yeah, like I just hate Indian women.
She's
I don't
not
even know.
Indian.
Oh, what is she? I don't even
I
know.
don't know. Like she's probably like Palestinian or something, or like Lebanese, if I had
Oh,
to
okay.
guess. I don't know. Look it
I
up.
see. I really don't know who you're talking about, bro. I'm fucking. She's in Big Bang Theory.
Mayim Bialik. I should probably look this up like I do like a podcast. Look up here. We've still got Oscar Pistorius' prison term up.
Oh yeah, Mayim
This woman.
Bialik. I'll be honest, bro. I don't think I've ever seen this
What do you
lady
think?
in my life.
She might even be like Israeli or something. Who knows, man?
She's from California.
Jewish immigrants who lived in the Bronx. There you go.
Oh,
Three of
okay.
her four grandparents migrated from Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Hungary. So she's just Jewish,
Not
I guess.
Middle
Ethnically
Eastern at
Jewish,
all.
Yeah.
She's Sephardic, probably. A little
Yeah,
bit,
something like
somewhere in
that.
there. Yeah.
But she just, dude, the Big Bang Theory is just like the least. Such a fucking not funny show, dude. I gotta not get started on this because we're already past an hour. But
Yeah.
I can't.
We don't
want
wanna
to
go too
Big
long.
Bang Theory. Fuck that show, dude. Fuck that show. Fuck the stupid the new fucking Witcher show, and fuck the Wheel of Time. Good night.